Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Delisa Robinson, the real estate diva out here in these real estate streets on a Friday night. Coming to bring you guys the the 4 1 and the 1 on wholesaling creative using creative finance strategies because a few last time I was on, which was a few days ago, it's been a minute. And for me it's been a minute. Why? Because I usually go live all the time. So for me, it's been a minute. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be talking about the things that are coming up. We're going to talk about the seller financing, how to wholesale your seller finance deals, and such and such and such and such. Okay. But first of all, we just got a little housekeeping things that we want to talk about. The free workshops for wholesaling real estate are done. I did 5 for the past 5 weeks, this past Wednesday included. I have gone and done a live wholesaling real estate training from beginning to end. It has been literally from 7 p.m. on a Wednesday night until 10 p.m. on a Wednesday night, every Wednesday night for the past 5 weeks. So if you miss it, unfortunately, it's over. But the good news is the Get Wired boot camp, it starts on this Wednesday, the 5th, July 5th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to join us for this 12-week intensive program where we will wholesale virtually, we will wholesale land, we will talk about wholesaling creative finance strategies in depth. So if there's anything you would like to know about wholesaling real estate, that's where you need to be for the next 12 weeks. Now, you can click the link in my bio if you're on Instagram. Hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. LinkedIn and Facebook. If you want to get into the boot camp, there are a few discounted seats still left. After those seats are gone, the price is going to go up, and it goes up automatically. I don't have anything to do with that. Okay, it just the way the system is set up, it just goes up automatically. So that's that. Also, August 1st, because I had a few people reach out to me over the past couple of days, weeks, months, because no, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the mentorship program in these real estate streets has been on lockdown. Can't get into it right now. So that is going to come back new and improved. We had to rearrange the dashboards, get the curriculum flowing the right way, make sure everything was everything that needed to be done in there. And that's why it's been closed, because we wanted to revamp. It didn't make sense to let you guys come in and then you not know. Then you come in the next time and everything's all rearranged. You don't know what to do with it. So what we're going to be doing is this: for those of you who are currently in these real estate streets, you will get you will get an orientation on how to maneuver through the process and get everything going. We're going to make sure everybody has their access, their workbooks, everything that needs to be done. That program is a 1 year program. It's a 1 year program. You can do it either way. You're paying $97 a month, or you're going to pay $970 for the 1 year, and that's the annual rate. So you do 10 months and you get 2 months for free. Or you'll pay $2,497 and have lifetime access. You'll never have to pay again. And as long as the program is there, it'll be there. And every time you will still get continuous updates to the program as well. So even though it's a year, if you choose to carry on after that year, we got a special discounted rate for you guys as well. Okay. Now, what does mentorship include? Because a lot of people ask me that all the time too. Hi, Liliana. A lot of people ask me that too. You get one free hour-long strategy session per quarter for the first year that you are in. You get weekly study halls where you can come in, get help, get your deals analyzed. If you're stuck getting your deals analyzed, you can come in and just ask general questions. Usually that's where the challenges start, when I have my free challenges for wholesaling or Airbnb or whatever it is that we're out here doing in these streets. And you also get course modules. The course modules are there's plenty of, I'm sorry, there's business structure, business funding for your real estate business, portfolio building and management, flipping houses, wholesaling, creative finance strategies. There's a lot of them. There's all those live streams that when I'm teaching really good stuff and I take them down, they're in that. There's a video vault where you still have access to those. So that's why it's up there and it's out there. Okay. You also get discounted seats to live events where I'm speaking live or teaching live in person, not just over the Zoom, but in person. You also, and we have merchandise coming out. So you'll be able to get discounted rates on the merchandise as well. All right. All right. Now I do have some announcements the from the streets. The streets is talking and the streets is working, and this is what the streets are doing. Shout out to my one-on-one client, Mia Billups. Mia has made, not only did she make over $50,000 profit. You hear what I say? $50,000 profit in her Airbnb business, not what she grows. You know, a lot of people, you say, oh, I made it 6 figures, and they don't tell you, I had to pay my cleaner, I had to do this, I had to do that, and da 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 da. No, she made over $50,000 in profit her first year using only she had two 1-bedroom unit apartments in Rochester, New York, somewhere where you guys probably wouldn't even think that they had Airbnbs. So she made my, shout out to Mia. I am so proud of her. She's one of my one-on-one clients. She made over $50,000 in profit in her Airbnb business with a 1-bedroom apartment. She had 1 unit from March to October, and then in October she opened her 2nd unit, and last month she opened her 3rd unit. Now she has a 2-bedroom unit, and I'm so proud of her. She's done it, and she's going to be with me on live talking about it on Sunday. Okay? And me and Mia will be face to face on Sunday, and we'll bring you in on the conversation, and she'll tell you the things that she had to do for the Airbnb. Okay? Now, also, another one of my one-on-one clients deserves an award at this point. So Teresa Lundquist, shout out to you. Teresa is a real estate agent in Buffalo, New York. She reached out to me and she wanted me to help her enhance her real estate business. So basically enhance what she's doing as an agent. How could she do different so she can get better results? Well, not only did she increase her results, but Teresa signed 7 figures worth of contracts in 30 days. And I am so proud. So excited for Teresa and her first 7-figure month. We're going to get her to come on and talk about how she did it and what we did to get her to that level. It was amazing. I'm so surprised because she was a little reluctant to do some of the stuff that I told her to do, but she did it. And now it works. So I'm pretty sure she'll continue doing it now. And a definite shout out to my Milwaukee team. Now, recently, you guys don't know this, and you might know this if you've been on here with me lately. I am in a manifestation challenge. This is where I have to dig deep within myself. And when I tell you it's been a roller coaster ride, it's been a roller coaster ride. And that's fine because it was something that it was needed to come out in order for me to grow. So I started revamping my teams in the different markets that I'm in. So let me explain what a team consists of. The team consists of me and 3 people, boots on the ground, a real estate agent, and I usually do 2 boots on the ground, a real estate agent, and my VA. Okay, so this is what we do. Now, my Milwaukee team deserves a special shout out this week. Did y'all hear me say this week? Not this month, not this year, this week. They have brought to the table 21 properties. And you will start to see them on all over my social media pages, all over their social media pages, all over our websites and landing pages. You are going to see these 21 properties. They are for sale. And as soon as we get all the walkthroughs and the pictures, as we get them out and the walkthroughs and the pictures done, they will be out there. So shout out to Larissa and Jen in Milwaukee for doing an amazing job. That's all it is. Now let me do the math for y'all. At minimum, $5,000 per property, 20,000, 21 properties, sorry, times 21 properties. That's $105,000. Now you want to know how much do Jen and Larissa get of that 105,000? Divided by 2, they get 52,500. They get 50%. How much do I get? I only get 40%. Because I also have to pay my team, and my team in-house that helps me get the leads and do all the generation, all that other stuff. They get 10% for helping and doing all that. So there it is. You want to know how it's split up? People always ask me, how do I pay my team? I pay my team based on the position that they have, the job that they're doing. Am I building a team? Yes. I'm currently building my team in 7 different markets. Milwaukee is off the table. I have a great team there. Now it's time for me. I have a great team in Buffalo. I am looking for a couple more boots on the ground in Buffalo. That's it. I don't need real estate agents. I have 3. And they work from our brokerage. So I don't need real estate agents in Buffalo. I need boots on the ground. People we can go take pictures, see properties. That's what boots on the ground does. Boots on the ground will help me negotiate. Boots on the ground will help me show properties. That's why they get so much. Now, what markets am I in? Baltimore, Maryland, Memphis, Tennessee, Tampa, Florida. I'm just going right off the top of my head, guys. Don't shoot me. Houston, Texas is a market. Of course, Buffalo is market. There's some other markets. I'll list them in a post and I'll put it up. And if you're interested in working with me and being on my team, you can DM me. DM me your phone number and your email address. And yes, there's an interview process. I don't just be out here willy-nilly hiring folks, okay? Because I'm getting ready to pull back a little bit, and I'm going to look for someone out of the teams that I'm already building to take my place on the team and generate more income for the team. All right. Now, let me see. I want to make sure I had to write notes. Y'all think I be joking when I tell y'all forgetful. Y'all see all these notes I had to write just to go over. This is just the housekeeping stuff. This is not even what we here to talk about tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about seller financing and how you can wholesale seller finance deals. And next time I come on live, we'll be talking about how you can wholesale lease options and how you can wholesale subject to, how you can wholesale tax deeds. We're going to be talking about all of this. So now, shout out to my partner in crime, Cecily, on the land deals that we're working right now. We have 28 acres in Atlanta, and we have 220 acres in Ormond Beach, Florida. That Ormond Beach, Florida, that property is shovel ready. Did y'all hear me say that? Shovel ready. The inspections have been done. The inspections for the environmental studies have been done. The surveys have been done. The utilities have been approved. The zoning has been approved. It can take up to 931 units on 220 acres of land in Ormond Beach, Florida. So if you're interested in development, or you know somebody who's interested in development, tag them in this post. I'll leave it up and tell them just hit me up in my DMs and we can talk about it. Okay. Now, for those of you, I had somebody reach out to me and say they're interested in single family home portfolios. I have a client right now who's interested in single family home portfolios. Here's the criteria. So if you have it, bring it to me. Has to be a minimum of 50 properties. And we're looking, doesn't matter the location, we're looking for 50 properties to start. This is what we're looking for, 50 properties, and it has to be $5 million or less. So they're looking at max $100,000 per property, $100,000 per door. Okay. It's hot today, very hot. So now, if you want to learn how to do what I do, join me on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Get Wired Wholesale Academy. This is where I'm going to be live training you for 12 weeks. Yes, I said it, 12 weeks, twice a week from July 5th all the way through to September 30th. Everything that I taught in the free classes times 10. We're going to go in depth. We got guest speakers coming in. I have a contractor coming in who's going to teach you how to write up a construction budget. I have a credit specialist coming in who's going to teach you how to get funding for your business. I have and a tax person that's going to come in and teach you what type of tax, what taxes you have to pay and what you can and cannot write off in your business and things like that. So get ready because we start on this Wednesday coming up, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The pre-work, I know y'all hate me. I'm sorry. Those of you who've already registered, the pre-work will be in your inbox because the pre-work that you have to do has to be completed between Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's how much pre-work you have to have it done. You have to have it done before class. Okay. So that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. And with that being said, let's talk about another thing too. Please, if you know anybody who is interested in wholesaling real estate, send them this video, tag them in the video, share this video with 5 other people that you can think of right now, because we are about to get started with the content for today. We are talking about seller financing. Now, what is seller financing? Seller financing is when you don't have to take out a loan from the bank. Now, okay, let me explain. So a typical transaction goes like this. Delisa goes to the bank, we'll say Bank of America, Chase, whatever. Delisa goes to Chase to take out a mortgage loan. The mortgage loan, Chase then gives me a mortgage loan. That money goes to the seller. They go on about their way. I own the deed. My name is on the deed. Chase's name is on the lien because they put a lien against your property for that mortgage, called a mortgage lien. It's not a bad thing because it's a mortgage lien. So that's how that works. Hey, Nick, how you doing? That's how that works. So now here's how that's a traditional transaction. I don't care if you go hard money. I don't care if you go traditional bank. That's the way a transaction goes. Now, if you want to do this on a seller financing, the owner, let's call them Tony. Okay, so Delisa sees a property, Tony owns it. Delisa says, you know what, Tony, I can give you 5,000 down, 1,500 a month, and the property becomes mine, and you be my bank. And Tony goes, well, that might work because I'm really going to hate losing this income on a monthly basis. Even though if I sold it, I would get a lump sum. This might work for me because I'm getting ready to retire. So now Tony has $1,500 worth of free and clear money coming in to his bank account or his business, if he keeps in his business name, or if he keeps in his personal name. He has $1,500 income every month coming in. So that's he's now my bank. Instead of Chase having a mortgage lien, Tony will have a mortgage lien, but the deed and the title will be in my name. Get that? If you're with me, put a number 1 in the chat. Let me know. Put a number 1 in the comments so I know that you're listening. You understand exactly how this is going to work. So the seller becomes your bank. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Okay. I was about to say, I need number 1 in the comments so I can actually see if you are getting. Okay. Thank you. So now, why would you do this? Number 1, you don't have to have a credit check. You don't have to have proof of income. You don't have to have a debt to income ratio approval. You don't have to run through a million different checks and balances that the bank is going to do. You don't have to get an appraisal. You don't have to get a home inspection. You don't have to use your credit. You don't have to use your cash. That's why people do this. And this is why it's a creative strategy. Why would Tony do it? Because Tony is like, in your mind, Tony's like, oh, that's crazy. Tony wanted 150,000. She's paying him 1,500 a month. But Tony doesn't have to. Tony gets free and clear money. Okay. Tony's getting free and clear money, $1,500 a month. He does not have to fix this property. He doesn't have to maintain this property. He has no responsibility to this property whatsoever, except for the fact that, oh, sorry, what's the, ooh. Except for the fact that he will get my light just went out for some reason. He will get the residual income each month. That's it. If I don't pay him, he can foreclose, just like the bank can. So now you guys want to find out, like, well, how can I wholesale that? How do you wholesale something like that? Simple. Because you can't take ownership. This is the next phase of wholesaling. This is something you might look up and find somebody who says, you know what, give me $1,000 and you can have this house. You might find you give me $1,000 down and pay me $100, pay me $800 a month or whatever terms you guys work out. You might find somebody who will be willing to do something like that. However, that's because this is a price. When would you do this? Okay, as a wholesaler, when I would take this option is one, I know they want to sell it, but they want too much for it. Two, I know they want to sell it, and I know their price might be a little bit higher than what's, but it's going to be tough. I can sell it for what they're asking, but I won't make any money. You see how this works? You use this structure, you use this strategy when you have no options, when you don't have other options. Another time you can use this strategy, the only other time you cannot use this strategy if the seller has a mortgage. You can only use seller financing on free and clear properties. If you're doing this on a property that has a mortgage, you're going to have to do what we're going to cover later down the line, which is subject to or wrap mortgages. Then you could do it. But other than that, you can't do it. Okay? You can't do seller financing if there's a mortgage on the property. Because when that transfers, you're going to activate a clause that the bank has in the contract. So you don't want to do that. Well, you can do it, but you have to do it a certain way. Now, the clause is called due on sale, and you don't want to activate the due on sale clause. So that's why you're going to have it that way. Hold on one second. Okay, that didn't work either. I was trying to brighten it up on my phone, but it's not working. Okay. Okay, now, when you seller finance, how do you structure this deal if you're going to wholesale it? Correct? That's what you want to know. Okay, so now, papers, calculators, y'all ready? Y'all know the drill. Y'all follow me long enough. We don't just sit around. We got to make these numbers work. So, the house, say your person wants the house. The house was appraised. He had it appraised recently, and it came back at 180,000. Now it needs work and this, that, and the other, and you know you're not going to get 180,000 for it. So what you're going to do is you're going to offer him 150, and he's going to say 175, and you know that you're not going to make any money because nobody's going to give you 175 for it. So this is when you can, or someone will give you 175, but they don't want to give it to you all at once. They'll say, oh, I can do this, but I can't do it all at once. Or you know, hey, it'll be worth that if somebody puts a little work into it. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to say, you're going to agree to the 175, but this is how you propose it. I'm going to give you zero down and 0% interest. And I know what y'all thinking. Lisa, you crazy. Ain't nobody going to do that. That's not going to happen. You'd be surprised how many people will take that deal. And you're paying them on a monthly basis. Because right now, the house could be empty. the house could be, the rent, tenants cannot be paying the rent consistently. And if there are no tenant, and if there are tenants, maybe the tenants aren't paying the rent. You're agreeing to pay 1,500. Let's say 1,000, because we need round numbers, because I don't want to use my calculator as much as I have to. We're doing $1,000 a month, but the tenants could only be paying 800. You know what I'm saying now? So there are different scenarios. Maybe the house needs a roof and he can't afford to fix the roof. So because he can't afford to fix the roof, I'll give it to you. You fix the roof. Okay, great. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the 175. Remember, you got zero down and 0% interest, right? You're going to wholesale this to someone else. They're going to give you a down payment. First of all, you're going to offer this at 180 or more, might be 190 because you're greedy. You're going to tell them you want 15,000 down and 0% interest. So who gets the 15,000? Let me see it in the comments. Who gets the 15,000 if we're doing it that way? I want to see if y'all paying attention. Let me see. Oh yeah, Nikki, it's been a long time. I gotta start coming back. I just been really, really busy. So I have to fit these lives in. Before I wasn't as busy and I didn't have a whole lot of properties and everything else going on, but then it just exploded. And I can tell you right now, hey, I'm gonna be on Sunday, and then Sunday comes and something happens and I'm not gonna be here. So that's why I can't even tell you no more when I'm coming on. So tell me, who gets a 15,000? Oh. All right. So you got it. You got it under contract at 190. You got 15,000 down. So that brings it down to the 175. That 175 is going to the seller. The 15,000 goes to you, the wholesaler. Now, just so we're clear, this is your assignment fee. You get the 15,000. Tony is going to get this $1,000 a month. And Joe, the guy who bought it, he's going to get the house. He's going to put a roof on. He's going to evict these tenants because now he owns this property. He's going to do whatever he wants to do with it. Then what Joe is going to do, mark my words, he's going to fix it up. He's going to get the tenants out. He's going to fix it up. Then he's going to refinance it. And when he refinances it, Tony gets paid off for whatever is left. Out of the 175 that he agreed to. Genius, right? So what if Tony wants a down payment? If Tony wants a down payment, you ask, how much of a down payment do you want? He wants 5,000. You're getting 15. He'll get 10. He'll get 5. You'll get 10. Same scenario. The only thing that changes is the dollar amount that you get. That's the only thing that changes. Now, if you wanted to, you could keep yourself in the middle and you could say you want 15,000 down, 1,500 a month. And you could still get another $500 every month because Tony only wants $1,000, but you're getting 15. So that's how you could keep yourself in the middle of this process every single month. Okay? All right. Now, because it's late, we've been on here an hour already. I will be back on sometime. I know definitely on Sunday, I'll be back on. I'm going to try and get in here tomorrow morning. If by any chance that you guys find if by any chance you have any questions about the seller finance process, or like I said, you want to join us, we're going to go in depth. When I say in depth for the seller financing, we're literally going to go over the contract. We're going to go over the steps that you need, the different forms that you're going to need for the different attorneys. And you definitely have to have an attorney to do seller finance. You can't just do this with the title company. You have to have an attorney. So we're going to teach you how to vet your real estate attorneys. We're doing all of this in the Wholesale Academy. And the Wholesale Academy gets started. We will get started with the Wholesale Academy on Wednesday, July 5th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, remember what I always tell you guys, this, you can choose to be whatever it is you want to be in life. I just hope you choose to be kind, because it's kind. So at some point in your life, somebody's been kind to you, and it's always good to pay kindness forward. Not only is it good to pay kindness forward, but if enough people do, it makes the world a better place. Okay, so I will see you guys definitely on Sunday, possibly tomorrow. You have a great night, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Then again, don't do anything I would either. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.